did a lot of soul searching, you know, the last couple months. And as I was doing soul searching, I realized that Hulk Hogan, the Hulk Hogan run, and all the Hulk Hogan Hulkamaniacs has been the best run of all times. This thing with Hulkamania could go on forever. I made a decision that enough is enough. This, for me, is the end of the road, guys. My time is done here. There's nothing more for me to do. And next week in Knoxville, I want everyone to be there because we're going to have a celebration because Hulk Hogan is going to make a formal announcement, and that will be the last time you ever see me in this ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hulk Hogan's retirement ceremony takes place tonight on Impact Wrestling.
Mike, 30 years in the making. The last time we will ever see the Hulkster in a wrestling ring again.
Tonight, Impact Wrestling hits the road. You are looking at the Knoxville Civic Coliseum on the banks of the Tennessee River in Knoxville, Tennessee. Tonight with Bobby Roode and James Storm, Beer Money, and it's all because of Immortals World Heavyweight Champion Kurt Angle. When Roode cemented his position as #1 contender, winning the Bound for Glory series, Angle came up with a plan to mentally and physically break Roode by having him run the Fortune Gauntlet tonight, the final test.
It'll be very interesting to see the #1 contender, Bobby Roode, go heads up one-on-one. More or less his brother right here, his partner, one of the greatest tag teams in the history of the business.
I just got one thing to know. Is there any beer drinkers in this place tonight? You know, Bobby, sitting in the back, I heard a lot of talk that this is supposed to be Hulk Hogan's retirement show. I think we're on the same page when I say it's about damn time that he takes a back seat and give the young guys like myself and Mr. Bobby Roode and every other guy back there that bust their ass in this ring to entertain each and every one of these fans. Now, Bobby, I ain't gonna sit out here and sugarcoat anything because they got us in the semi-main event slot tonight to wrestle each other. But hey, all I gotta say is Hulk Hogan, I hope you have fun trying to follow me and Mr. Bobby Roode's match after we get done. Because we plan on tearing this son of a bitch down in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Well, James, seeing that you are the Tennessee Cowboy, first of all, welcome home. Secondly, I don't think these people here in Knoxville would expect anything less than that from you and I. But, you know, I don't know about you, but I was really taken back a couple weeks ago when Kurt Angle walked out here and used his power he has with Bischoff and Hogan to book these matches and put Fortune against one another. You know as well as I do, Fortune, we're not just friends. Fortune is family. But you see, these matches that I've had over the last couple of weeks with Kazarian and AJ Styles, they were both physically exhausting and mentally exhausting. But you see, that's what I needed. You see, I needed them to give me everything that they had. I needed AJ and Kazarian to give me their best. Because if I was able to beat them at their best, then I knew to myself, I knew that I would prove to the world and to myself that I was ready for Kurt Angle. And by God, I beat them. And tonight, I need you, James, to do the same for me. I need you, James Storm, to be that Tennessee cowboy, ass-kicking son of a bitch that these people know you are. I need you to give me everything that you got. I need you to help me. I need you to get me ready for Kurt Angle. Tonight, James, tonight, I need you to bring me your best. Tonight, it's you and me, one-on-one. We're gonna tear this son of a bitch down. Because over the last 4 years, you have been my partner, you have been my best friend, but most of all, you've been my brother. And now, 10 days from now, I'm going to the main event at Bound for Glory to face Kurt Angle for the World Heavyweight title. And the only thing that I can think about is tonight's match and how important it is to you and to me.
You're exactly right on that point, Bobby. It's very important to me because when we formed Beer Money over 4 years ago and I shook your hand, I knew I was shaking the hand of a future world heavyweight champion. And I'm pretty damn sure while you were shaking my hand, you thought the same damn thing. But tonight, I'm going to prove it to you, and also got something to prove to myself. You said bring it. You said AJ Styles and Kazarian. You told them to bring it. Well, I'm going to bring it. And tonight, I might just be a little better than you. Now, I'm not trying to disrespect you because all those years standing beside you as my tag team partner, I knew you were one of the greatest workers in the game today. That is by fact. You've proven yourself you're going to Bound for Glory. Now it's time for the old cowboy to saddle up and do the same damn thing. So tonight, I'm going to drink my beer, and I'm going to look you right in the eye, because you know what I always say. Sorry about your damn luck.
You have to love the spirit of competition, the mutual respect between Bobby Roode and James Storm for the #1 contender Roode, the final fortune test. Yes, he gets the world title shot against Angle at Bound for Glory, but first tonight, he's got to face his Beer Money partner, James Storm. On this special night, where Hulk Hogan has promised his retirement ceremony, Sting has arrived, and yes, he's dressed for the occasion.
Crispy on October 16th at Bound for Glory.
I want this so bad. You know, I don't think I've ever wanted anything so bad in my life. 13 years is a long time to wait for an opportunity like this, but I'm not going to let this opportunity pass me by.
TNA Wrestling and Direct Auto Insurance present Bound for Glory, live, exclusively on pay-per-view.
Well, the fans here in Knoxville are buzzing about Hogan's retirement from pro wrestling. And tonight, in anticipation of this historic event, we're going to look back on the Immortal One's top moments in Impact Wrestling.
This is it. This is the moment that we've been anticipating for months. Hulk Hogan live in the Impact Zone.
The most illustrious name ever in the storied history of our industry, the legendary Hulk Hogan, has arrived in TNA.
Yes, there have been some very memorable moments with Hulk Hogan on Impact Wrestling, and we will review many of them on this special broadcast. Taz, your thoughts on a night when we will witness Hulk Hogan's retirement ceremony.
Well, Mike, let's face it. I mean, it's the end of the most historic era in our industry's history. I mean, nobody had a career like the great Hulk Hogan.
Also tonight, it's the final fortune test for #1 contender Bobby Roode, who because of Kurt Angle must face his beer money tag partner James Storm.
Well, it's all part of Kurt Angle's master plan to break down a #1 contender Bobby Roode. It's a hell of a mindset by Angle.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Atlanta, Georgia, Gunner!
And here comes Immortal's Gunner, Mr. Intensity as Taz refers to him. And Taz, it was last week right here on Impact Wrestling when the Jarretts, Jeff and Karen, had their differences with Kazarian and Tracy Brooks.
Well, sure did, but then look at this, man. Immortal played the numbers game and had their ace in the hole. Mr. Intensity gonna come out and basically just take out this out.
And his opponent from Anaheim, California, Kazarian!
What a golden opportunity tonight for Fortune's Kazarian to avenge that beatdown at the hands of Immortal's Gunner.
Well, you know, it's a huge night tonight for Immortal. I mean, with the retirement of Hulk Hogan, we're on the cusp of that. This is a huge night for everyone, wrestling fans in general, everyone here in Impact Wrestling, but especially Immortal. So, who knows? I mean, maybe Gunner don't have his mind on this match. He better. This Kazarian, he's got some redemption.
Got to agree, absolutely huge night. Hulk Hogan's retirement ceremony. He initially heard about it last week on Impact Wrestling. It goes down tonight. And Taz, you will recall at the conclusion of last week's broadcast, it seemed as if the insane icon Sting not exactly buying in.
Yeah, no, I agree. Sting definitely not buying in, but I'll tell you, I mean, it's a huge night. I mean, I'm kind of saddened by this, to be frank with you. I've been a huge Hulk Hogan supporter and fan my whole career. But, you know, most of us in this industry are here because of Hulk Hogan laid that groundwork, let's be honest.
Absolutely, and speaking of Hogan's career, we asked you this week on Twitter for your favorite moments from Hulk Hogan's career, and here are some of the answers, as always. Make sure to follow us at Impact Wrestling on Twitter.
And look at this Kazarian, man. He is just busting out right here. He's taking the abuse in a huge way from Kazarian.
Kazarian came out with fire in his eyes, and not a surprise after he went down last week. Preemptive move by Gunner, catching Kazarian completely unaware as he crashes and burns on the apron.
I mean, that's what Immortal is, that family. I mean, they work together. I mean, Jarrett's had a problem. Next thing you know, Gunner's out there, and he takes care of the problem. Which brings us to this match we have right now. Ooh, man. Right on the arm. You see Gunner definitely trying. He's got some bad intentions to do some damage to the left arm of Kazarian. Right across the metal. I'm sorry, the cable, the turnbuckle.
Total focus, directing his offense, as you pointed out, on that left arm, weakening the arm of Kazarian, and right back to it again, trying to yank it right out of the socket. Quick roll up here. Kazarian's got Gunner down for two.
Well, that's a veteran right there, Kazarian. He realized he was in harm's way and tried to stop the momentum of Gunner, but to no avail, man. Flying armbar right there, really nasty. And I'll tell you, Mike, I mean, pretty well documented in the locker room. I mean, a couple of years back, Kazarian did tear his bicep and tricep, which I can tell you from experience, I've only torn my bicep. It's excruciating, painful feel, and who knows, maybe